Okay, so this is our go home show for Money in the Bank. So of course, all the participants get involved in a match after a promo. It begins with Roman Reigns. And then a bunch of other people come down, and it's just like, whatever. And then R-Truth comes down, who is not in the Money in the Bank match. Partially cuts a promo about being involved in the match. Don't let Kane go, but you're not in the match. He's like, oh, I'm not. Alright. That's on me, it's my bad. Sorry, y'all. Everyone, keep on having fun. But the fact, it was just so stupid, so hilarious. When they cut back to the ring, Ziggler and Roman are just busted up laughing. Great way to break up the seriousness of a promo like that. But it then leads into our match. This is like the halfway through the show, but I want to get all this done at one time. So we see Orton versus Sheamus. So beginning with Roman Reigns, ends with a Raw rematch, which ends in a DQ after Orton freaking throws a chair in Sheamus' gut like the top of the chair first. Looked pretty pink, so I'm thinking, he just freaking threw that chair at him. How do you block and take a chair from that angle? And then it gave him an RKO on the side of the ring. Kofi Kingston took on Roman Reigns. Nice competitive match. I was hoping there would have been enough, like outside interference to keep this match going well. Looked like Kofi was going to get a win. Goes to the top rope, jumps off, eats a Superman punch. It just freaking kills him. So Kofi takes it like you can see his face like half explode, like Mortal Kombat X style, and then just crumples to the ground, and Reigns gets the victory. And I'm like, that was a good match. Nice competitive. Kane took on Dolph Ziggler. But Lana was on the ramp. But then Rusev showed up, all on crutches. Distracted Lana. Lana then falls off and twists her ankle. Dolph gets concerned, gets beaten by Kane. Probably thinking, but what about Neville? Neville's in the match. Yes. At the top of our show, we begin with John Cena. Then Kevin Owens. Cena talks about the U.S. Open Challenge. Owens talks about the NXT Open Challenge. John's like, well, I will take you on for the NXT belt. Owens is like, it's open to everyone except for you. Then Neville comes down. Neville's given the option. Do you face the U.S. champion, John Cena, or fight Owens fight? And he chooses the NXT champion. Nice match, great back and forth. Owens does a great job selling the fast, high-impact offense that you get from Adrian Neville. But can't connect with a red arrow. Pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Looked good. Looked good. For Cena's match with Owens, I'd love to see Owens win, just to further continue the storyline of John Cena's past his prime. But I can see John Cena rising above everything, because there's no better big match fighter, there's no better person to have when it comes to a clutch than to have John Cena. John Cena is the greatest professional wrestler of all time, past, present, and future, even into ultra future, especially in the phrases of multiverse. If you look at reality as being a string, multiple strings running simultaneously, John Cena at any one intersection is the greatest professional wrestler of the entire multiverse. Who thinks going to win that ladder match? Man, I don't know. I'm thinking it's either that young upstart Roman Reigns or the white-hot sensation, the Demon Glenn. Nikki cut a promo about Paige's promo about being held down by the Bellas. Nikki's like, we don't hold anybody down. That's why I'm having my match against Summer Rae. Summer Rae was pretty good in NXT. Summer Rae on the main roster sucks. Sucks. This match is all hair. Nikki gets in some better offense. She connects with like her middle rope. Well, essentially her version of the beautiful disaster kick from that Cody used to do. Puts her up for the rack attack. Walks around the ring a little bit, kind of like right back in a shell shock. Hits it. And then defeats the ever-devastating Summer Rae. And you know what, Cameron? You're next. You're next on Nikki Bella's list of people that she hasn't kept down. Nice cool down match right there. Big E took on Titus O'Neil, but the number game get the advantage, and Titus gets pinned after the big ending. Either one of those teams that can win those tag belts would be awesome. Nikki and Paige, I think they're going to probably have Nikki win just because they got nothing else to do, and that way then Nikki can continue then break AJ's record. Because, you know, they got to keep the title on the heel until they call up another face. I really do care about women's wrestling, but man, Vince, you make it really difficult. You really, really do. You really do, Vince. You really, really do. Throughout the whole night, Seth Rollins was talking about how he doesn't need anybody else to win matches. There's a lot of problems with that. Him talking with the Authority, him talking with Kane, talking with J&J. He needs to pick his own match, and he picks J&J. That's your main event. I'm not quite there yet. Miz TV did a segment with Ryback and the Big Show about the Big Show punching Miz. Of course, then the good old-fashioned Donnybrook, Miz getting chucked to the outside. Big Show and Ryback get into it a little bit. Ryback hits shell shock on Big Show. Crowd goes freaking nuts. Good. Problem ends up being, now that we've seen the spot, we know that Ryback can hit Big Show with shell shock when he's not injured. I'm like, all right, that'll work. I can see that. Their match of pay-per-view should be decent. Two big guys hossing it up. Speaking of hossing it up, rumors the Dudleys would like to do a little feud with the Wyatts. So the Wyatts flat out obliterate Los Matadores. How they get the pin? With a 3D. Yep. Rowan plays the part of Devon. Harper plays the part of Bubba Ray. Boom. Big 3D. Other Los Matadores, or I guess other Matador, gets in the ring. Boom. 3D. Crowd starts chanting, "Get the tables." And I was like, that's going to be an awesome match. Now you just need to have Titus O'Neil and Darren Young as your other big hosses, and it's the hossiest hoss fight you've ever hossed. Hoss. It's going to be this big burly dude slamming a big burly dude, hitting a big burly dude moves just to end in big burly dude massacre. It's going to be an awesome feud. Hoss. 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 Yes. And then just have Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens make a tag team. It's like it's going to explode in hosses. It's going to be awesome. Even like Charlie Haas. She's not quite a hoss, but he's a hoss. So it's pretty close. It's close. It's on your main event. Throughout the night, they've been showing Dean Ambrose on Instagram, because then Yolland, just hanging out with the title. It's pretty sweet. So, he has to come down to the ring. You just sit there. He's at ringside. Bucket of popcorn. People sitting next to him are not freaking out. If I'm sitting next to Dean Ambrose and he's watching the match, and he's eating popcorn, I'm probably going to ask him for some popcorn, because I have a feeling Dean Ambrose would probably give you some of his popcorn. He might not eat from the bowl. He might take a hand from the bowl like, hey, I don't know where your hands have been. And it would be an awesome, because he seems like that sort of guy who would do that. He would have fun doing it. J&J win. Mercury pins him. The saddest thing is Noble and Mercury freaking go. This match was actually pretty good. For being two backstage road agents, they put on some really good, crisp moves. Was it kind of sloppy? Yeah, because you got Cena on the outside and said all the bric-a-brac, but it wasn't that bad of a match. I was expecting an absolute, utter train wreck. And it wasn't that bad. It worked. Ambrose tossed the title in to Rollins. Rollins looked at the title, got the roll-up, lost the match, still had his belt, turned around, ate dirty deeds. Ambrose grabbed the title, grabbed the ladder, climbed up the ladder, held the title over the ladder, faded black, good to go. Weird thing. So, this Sunday in Columbus, Ohio will be Money in the Bank. This Saturday, I will be at Columbus, Ohio for an NXT event. So maybe, just maybe, when I'm flying in, because I've got a room near the airport. So maybe, just maybe, there'll be some wrestlers in my hotel. It'd be pretty sweet. Or maybe I'll see some at the airport. It'd be pretty sweet. And hopefully this Saturday, if I'm not too stupid hoarse from yelling my absolute brains out, maybe I'll do a live NXT report. Or a report of how a live NXT show is. I can't do it live from the show, because I'd probably get beaten up by wrestlers. So Money in the Bank looks a lot better than Elimination Chamber. I'm actually excited for it. I'm thinking that the Ambrose-Rollins match has potential to really, really steal that show. And they know they've got stiff competition. Owens Cena 2, if they can top Owens Cena 1, that'll be impressive.